Welcome to Norwich, a beautiful city in the east of England. It's got a creative heart and it's filled with vibrant history. I'm Grace and I study at the Access Creative College Norwich campus, and we recently put together a TV show called Spotlight. This is the story of how it went.
Now any good project needs a team, and in February Access sent an email round to all students asking for interest. It didn't matter if you were on music, games or media, they wanted to know about it.
Well, this big email came round to just everybody in college, and they were like, hey, we're going to do this Spotlight show and you can apply to be a presenter. So I applied to be a presenter. They were like, yep, thanks for applying, send in like a video to see like what parts you want, and I did that and they were like, yeah, we really like you. I was like, yes!
So I actually got asked to do the animations for Spotlight first from Jimmy. He's one of the course directors. He asked if I could do the background animation and if I could do the actual animation for the startup of Spotlight, that one where the light comes onto the name.
That was Jimmy. He kind of talked about it in class and offered me the chance to help manage the project initially.
I heard it was on an email, and that was literally it. And I wasn't going to do it actually. And then the teacher told me, I think it was Jimmy, who said he think I'd be pretty good at it. And so I put in the little audition thing and I got it, which I'm very happy about. But yeah, it was really last moment kind of thing.
The email explained that there would be opportunities for every role in telly. For music students, they appeared on screen to give us some amazing performances. The media students were the backbone of the operation, directing, operating cameras, creating VT inserts, graphics and titles. And the other courses taught us around their experiences at Access.
For me, I think Spotlight gave me the opportunity to learn what it's really like working on a film set or general live show, because it's not just a matter of filming something. There is so much more behind the scenes that you don't truly realise goes on, and how it all plays in together until you're actually the one doing it.
Meeting people, absolutely adore people. I love people so much. So being able to meet people from, also some of their teachers as well, they're included, but meeting other students from different courses, meeting teachers, just talking to everybody and getting to know them here and there, having jokes, little laughs. I thought that was amazing. That was my favourite part.
Soon after that, everybody got creating. Media students were all encouraged to start storyboarding ideas, and here are some that came out of it. There were Vox Pops interviewing Access students, fun immersive segments such as our drag-outs being late to the stage, interviews with past students and alumni, and tours of all the different courses on offer at Access. Creating these gave us amazing things to show between performances and to give the presenters a break on stage. In the industry, these are known as VTs, or videotapes. These allow the presenters to hand off and some of the crew to get ready for the next performance. And in Spotlight, there was a whopping 10 VTs throughout the show.
During one of the days that we were meant to be filming my VT, actually, basically what happened was we didn't actually end up filming that day, but because there was like a camera malfunction or something like that.
Oh yeah.
But one of the people who was working on it with me just pulled out like an entire head of iceberg lettuce from his bag and started eating it like an apple. It still had his plastic on and everything. I don't think he washed it, but it was really funny.
There were plenty of things that led up to the production days on Spotlight. Before we even stepped foot in Epic, all of our VTs had been signed off, and we'd had some amazing music and graphics created by some students. But after all that, it was time for production. Day one.
Yeah, breathe that in.
It was honestly mind-blowing. I did not expect that massive auditorium to just be sitting on top of our college.
God, I felt like a celebrity. No. I thought it was sick. Seeing the giant sets, seeing everybody there, seeing the camera crew, seeing behind the scenes, the sound people. Oh my God. It's like a dream come true. It was sick. It was so freaking cool.
I don't think I've ever been on like a live TV show set before.
Walking in there and seeing how big it actually is in there, and especially when we had all the set ready, it just looked amazing. Especially with seeing my background on there, it was even better because that was the first time that I've ever seen it.
Millie, yes. Here is your chair of power.
Day one was mostly spent learning the space, equipment, and working out where in the space our stages would be, since we had some that were on the floor at the same level as the audience. But by the end of the day, Epic knew what our vision was, and we started to get an idea of how to bring it to life.
The first time we were on the stage was the first time we were reading the script out loud. Yeah. So it was intense. It was intense, but it was really fun though. I like stuff like that. When I don't feel prepared, you just have to do it.
I'd definitely say having people natter in your ear is a bit distracting. I mean, especially for me, because being so, being shorter and then having to have my camera up twice the height of me is a bit difficult to operate up there, 10 foot above me. But it's good for obviously getting directions on what the shot fully looks like. And it was helpful being able to initially communicate with them if there was any issues or anything that we could have changed along the way. So all them shot problem solving and sorting out where the cameras go, it was quite helpful being able to communicate back and forth with them to produce the best thing that we could.
Oh, hello Tunde. Hello.
Day 2. This was our first full rehearsal day. Camera movements were being worked out, presenters were on the stage, and the gallery backstage was fully operational. And let me tell you, that was a space. On the front row, you have the immediate control. This is a vision mixer, and it's a very important role. The director can interact with this to bring any camera feed live. Day 2 brought along one massive issue though: sound. For the entire day, for whatever reason, with the venue we had no microphones, instrument or track audio through to the gallery.
They were quite hectic at first because everyone was just trying to, get ready and find out how it would work.
I think everybody was quite nervous at first, getting the timings done, especially for that starting bit with the drag queens running in from the side. That was pretty difficult at first because the drag queens weren't actually there for the first 2 days. We had some of the teachers come in and...
3, 2, 1. You drag, coming 3.
Yeah, it was pretty funny watching them.
By the end of day 2, we'd done a couple full run-throughs. I'm sure many people were still feeling really nervous, as it did feel quite unfinished by this point, but I think the excitement was also brewing. Did you enjoy that? Was it good?
It was wonderful.
Did you enjoy it, Elliot? Sticking the camera in your face.
Would have enjoyed it.
Everyone's gone. It's all empty. I love the wide shot on the main screen. Look at that wide camera. It's like FNAF, we can see ourselves. Look at this massive camera. That is insane behaviour.
On the night, during the once we get for the first half an hour, walking down the stairs, on the very first top of the stair, I nearly tripped and fell entirely down. And I'm big, so if I fell, earthquake, it would have been awful. Yeah. And then also going up the stage, I tripped again. And then on the last bit, at the very end, I also tripped. So that was terrifying for me. Yeah, I'm never going to stairs again. It's terrifying me.
The final rehearsal was probably the best one we had. It was absolutely amazing, so I wasn't concerned whatsoever if it would go well or not. The only thing I was concerned about is if I personally wasn't doing my job correctly while it was actually going on.
Even though I'm nervous, you can't really get around that anyway, you just gotta push through it. And you know that everybody else is nervous. And if you pretend that you're confident, then other people are gonna see that and know that you're confident and get confidence from that.
Day 3. This was our production day. We all arrived bright and early at 10 in the morning, ready to get up to work, and this day felt really special. All of the lighting was correctly set up, our entire space was rigged for us. All we had to do was get it right. The day was spent tirelessly rehearsing. We were all really excited for the night ahead, but also really worried because there were still elements of the show that just weren't happening.
On the day of the thing is the only time we did a full run through, and I thought, wow, okay, that's not great. Because we didn't run through, I think we run through the entire thing once or twice. That was nerve-wracking because I thought, well, we just don't know what to do for the second section. And the interview thing we only practiced on the day, so that was also incredibly nerve-wracking. So it was stress on my heart, my poor little heart.
I had a load of people come up to me on the auto cue because I would be able to change the script and everything on there, so then they would read it off. So I had tons of people come up to me and just asking if they could change little bits.
By the time we split off for food, there was nothing more that we could do. Everything had been rehearsed to the best of our ability. Little edits had been made here and there to fix some technical bugs. But we all headed out to get some food and come back for a pep talk from Dan Foden, the head of centre.
You've done an amazing job over the last few days. Everyone who's pulled together VT and learned what VT actually means. Everyone who's been working away, rehearsing, putting this whole thing together is an amazing job, and I think you've got something to be really proud of here. But we've got to get it right in an hour and a half time, of course, so there's still things to do. I want to say enormous thanks as well to the staff who've worked so hard to pull this together. I'm just blown away by what I've been seeing over the last couple of days. Everyone who volunteered their time to do this, I know it's part of college, and you know it's really important that you engage in these things, and we think you should always engage in these things, but you do have a bit of choice in that. You've chosen to be here, and you've made the right choice because hopefully you're learning loads from doing this. We're all learning loads from doing it, and I think it's a really valuable experience. You filming this? Give yourselves a round of applause for that.
And with that, it's showtime. Doors open to Epic, everyone made their way up the stairs and into the venue. Everyone backstage was really tense at this point, and we just kept peering through the doors just to see all of these seas of people. And the rest is history. It's time to press go live.
Okay, we're all ready to jump in.
15 seconds.
Standby warning.
10, 9,
Standby VT.
8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Run VT.
Well, what is success now? I think definitely achieved what we wanted it to achieve, and kind of overachieved in sections completely. There wasn't any mishaps. Nobody was broke down crying on stage. No, the camera stopped working. The stream was fine, all good quality. Everybody was clear, concise, and it kind of went really well, especially with the short kind of window we had, just as a whole, because it was very last minute. Even the teachers said that was all very last minute. I think it went amazingly. I think everybody did excellent.
Spotlight applied to a lot of things for me personally, because I hadn't touched a camera until I started at Access back in September. And to go from practicing with little cannons and more recently doing things for the music students, being able to dabble in the Sonys a little bit, being able to go into Epic and use these over £50,000 worth of camera is, first of all, intimidating in case something goes wrong and they put it on you. But it's more interesting because how complex they are, just all the different settings you have, and honestly just the sheer size of them. To think that you can go from something handheld onto something you need your whole body to maneuver is quite fascinating, really, for things like that.
Yeah, I think it did. There was a lot of cool acts going on. The singing was really good. Especially, was it Arthur Black? It was really cool. I like their songs a lot.
Yeah, they're really cool.
Yeah, I think if we did this again next year, I think it might be really fun to do again.
I think learning how a TV show is actually run and everything was really fun, and I will definitely take that with me. And also being able to get feedback on my animation and whatever. That is one of the parts of my course that I absolutely love, and being able to do something like that and put it out there and get it known and things like that was absolutely amazing, and I would love to do it again.
Spotlight was a massive success, and the music, media, and game students really came together and pulled it together. I think broadcasting is such an amazing medium, especially for collaboration, and it is my absolute specialism. So I'm really good to do it in future. Special thanks to Mark Dodd, who was the DOP for Spotlight. He's worked at the BBC, and he actually said that the students at Access learned as much as he did in a year of traineeship than in 3 days. So that was pretty insane. But here's to more stuff like that in the future.